Sports on Tap Detroit, brought to you by the Realtors of the Joe Wright Group, Jason Stiltner of Flagstar Bank, Time Out with Steven Scott, presented by Baldman Entertainment.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
We are tonight's entertainment.
We're here to fuck shit up.
Sports the way it should be. Nothing sugar-coated, with loaded with all the information you wanted. From legends to prospects, nothing's off limits. Chris and Joe be taking on all topics with no stopping. They keep it rolling and going and ball hopping at a rate that's hard stopping. With news that's jaw dropping, they're getting it in. Sports Center competition, man, they in it to win. This ain't a fluke, from Carolina to Duke, from MSU to Michigan. You'll know if you listening, if you ain't, you missing it. All the excitement, they shock like a thundercloud and live with lightning. Get it together, you know ain't nobody better. Bring heat than cold weather. You better put on a sweater, you better just let it go when all come and attack. Sit back, relax, let's tell them it's on tap.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
All right, you guys, let's listen up. We won a game yesterday. And if we win one today, that's 2 in a row. We win one tomorrow, that's called a winning streak. It has happened before. So let's see some hustle. Let's jack it up a little. I got a feeling things are about to turn around for us.
I love that. Welcome to episode 94 of Sports on Tap. I am Chris Scott, alongside Joe Waddell and Frank Chigata. Fellas, how are we?
Good, man. How about you?
You know, one more day till Thanksgiving. I'm doing well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or at least one more day of work anyway.
Right.
Yes.
I'm fantastic.
Yes.
I'm done with work until next Tuesday. So I am fucking great.
The Lions won a game, bitch. How the fuck do you think I am?
Lions want to.
How many in a row?
I said the Lions won a game. Man, we going all the way, baby. We about to celebrate. Why? Because the Lions won a game, bitch.
How many in
Three.
a row? 3. All right. Good for you, buddy. Good for you.
Might win one more before the end of the year.
I think they will. I absolutely think they will. Honestly,
I think they'll win a couple more.
I think they'll win on Thanksgiving.
I think you're fucking nuts.
Like we talked about, because we made a Sports on Tap road trip to the Browns-Bills game on Sunday.
We did, and if you follow us on social media, you probably saw some of those pictures.
Yes. The place was, I would say, about 95% filled, so it was actually a great turnout by both fan bases.
Yes, it was. And both fan bases were represented quite a bit, actually. Like
I would say probably 60-40 Bills to Browns.
Yeah.
Fans. That'd be my my ratio there.
Yep.
But yeah, it was actually it was a lot of fun. We ended up having a blast. Had some pops while we were down there. Maybe a little bit.
Some sodas?
Had some sodas.
I didn't quite get put on babysitting duty, but there were points I was questioning if I was going to be on babysitting duty.
Yeah, we were putting away pretty good, but overall, it was a great experience. I thought it was a lot of fun. Everybody was like cool with each other. You know, none of that nonsense that you see a lot of times with opposing fan bases, like talking shit and whatnot. So,
and for what they say about both of these fan bases and how brutal, quote unquote, they can be, everybody that we encountered at that game was extremely nice, with the exception of the one dude who got tossed the fuck out, and I'm still not entirely sure what happened.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm still not entirely sure that was a dude.
Oh, that's right, because they're like, it was a chick. No, dude.
I was like, that was a butch chick.
They had goatees.
See, I never saw the face. I just saw from the side and the back, and I was like, that's a chick.
We'll stick with they to not offend anybody, but there was facial hair.
Let's go with they. We'll go with they.
We'll go with they.
They. Because, I mean, we don't know how that works anymore.
But
so.
I don't know.
To your point,
I don't know how anything works.
Yeah,
they were also trying to fight with a female, though.
Yes,
that's why I say, to your point, it'd make a lot of sense if it was.
That's another thing where I looked at it and I went, that's a chick. Mm-hmm. Why would a dude want to fight a chick?
That's a dude.
And I don't know if you guys
It's
paid
ma'am.
attention to that. She kept getting up.
Yeah.
Like, when he'd stop, she'd get up and egg him on more. Like,
oh, you were watching this whole thing?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Oh.
I wasn't interested in that game for 5 seconds for the most part. I was watching all the people.
I was watching the game. So
It's your guys' favorite teams. I was just there to morally support the two of you.
Yeah, I was watching the game as well, so I didn't see. All I saw was whatever walking up the stairs.
That person?
You
saw the person
walk. Yes.
So I saw the person walking up the stairs with the security guard, with the security person behind them, and everyone pointing to the person,
right,
saying that person.
Yeah,
I thought it was a chick.
I had nothing on that one.
The hair was very long.
Very long.
Yes. That's why I'm saying you are not completely wrong by calling
them
a chick.
And again, that person was starting a fight with another woman.
Right.
Well, was clearly a woman. The other one was clearly a woman.
You may be man or woman, but you are for sure a bitch.
I guess that's one way of putting it, yeah. So, obviously, we had that game, and the Bills ended up winning. Was it 31-23 or something like that?
Yeah. So they won by 8.
That was pretty toasty by the end of that game. So I don't know.
I
don't remember exactly what the score was, but
I was feeling all right by the end of that game. Yeah. Somebody asked me the next day what the score was. I go, my team lost.
My team lost.
My team lost.
And then obviously the Lions, as we kind of came into the show, they were on a 3-game win streak. A very impressive win to walk into MetLife Stadium and take out the New York Football Giants. Who?
Yeah, I was getting play-by-play updates from Lady Friend's brother. The entire game.
We literally were having conversations behind the two of you the entire game.
And then obviously they would have a little bit of it on the Jumbotron
because it was at
Ford Field. So, yay, that's awesome! Congratulations to the Lions. Nicely done. That's a big win. The Giants had been, but that's one of the things we talked about with the Giants. We're like, is this team for real? And then you look at a game like that, and you're just like, are they for real?
So there's two things out of this. So I mean, I think everybody questioned whether the Giants were real, right? And by real, you could mean several different things. Right. I mean, were they real in the fact they were good enough to win 7 games up to this point?
In this NFL, yes.
Yes. Can any given team, any given Sunday, pull off a victory against anybody? Listen, we've seen the Chiefs lose to the Indianapolis Colts, right?
I think it's been more prevalent this year.
It has.
Than arguably any other year.
So, I mean, when it comes down to it, one game doesn't necessarily mean a whole lot in the grand scheme of things, but looking at the Lions' perspective, this is 3 games in a row.
Yeah.
2 games on the road, which before these 2 games, Dan Campbell hadn't won a road game. So, and okay, let me rephrase that because I know somebody's going to try and correct me. Dan Campbell hadn't won a road game with Detroit. Okay?
Miami is still a question. We haven't looked into this.
I haven't looked into that one, but still. So, yes.
Just so you know, though, he's not watching right now.
Oh, okay.
So you're clear.
Well, somebody else might have tried to point that out, too. I don't know. But I haven't looked into his record with Miami when he coached there for half a season. But with the Lions, he hadn't won a road game until last week. And now he's won 2. And it's 3 wins in a row, and by all accounts, they're playing very well.
Yeah.
So I'm going to sit here, and for now, I'm going to give the Lions their due and say, listen, they're playing well. As a fan base, you have to enjoy it, and hopefully this leads to something else for you. I'm also going to tell you, calm your horses down, like chill out a little bit.
I mean, I'm hearing playoff talk.
Reel it in a notch. Let's look at this for what it is.
Right.
It's progress.
Yes.
It's not Super Bowl bound, guys.
I'm hearing playoff talk.
I am too, and that's why I'm giving a PSA right now. I'm even going to give them their credit. But with that being said, reel it in a notch. The playoff bound talk right now needs to come down. Now, if they beat Buffalo, then I'm all for you talking playoff talk because it's realistic. The rest of their schedule is not very difficult,
and their division's horrendous.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They have another game against Chicago. They have another game against Green Bay. I mean, they have a game against the Jets, Carolina. So listen, you beat Buffalo. Playoff talk can be talked about. That's fine. Let's reel that in a notch. Enjoy it game by game at this point. Your team is not the laughingstock of the NFL at this point in the season.
No, I think that's now the New York Jets.
It's got to be.
It's
got to be.
They're
this close to starting either Flacco or White.
I know.
So,
which I love.
From my understanding, Saleh said that he is not making any commitment to any quarterback this week,
and that should tell you something.
Well, I mean that basically tells you, it's either going to be Flacco or Mike White.
Yeah.
Because, and you know what I like about Saleh is he is willing to make the change when you just drafted him last year.
Yeah.
But he's willing to make the change. You know why?
Because his locker room's going to erupt if he fucking doesn't.
Because of the quarterback's attitude.
Yeah.
He claimed he wasn't the reason.
I heard.
So listen, that right there is a coach that I like.
He was getting crushed on the Twitter.
I love it.
And he should.
And Saleh's like, he's pissed off by that. I like that.
He was blaming the weather. He blamed the weather for
Get
it.
the fuck out of here.
Blame the weather for overthrowing his running back, who was like 5 yards away from him.
He was blaming the weather, and I love that the reporter asked him, hey, do you take any responsibility for this? He goes, no. I'm like, are you serious?
That's horseshit.
Wow. I was like, okay. So now your defense, it's a good defense.
Very good.
The Jets have a very good defense. Arguably one of the best in the NFL.
At this point in the season, yes.
And you're going to throw them under the bus? Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see how that works out for you, dude.
Yeah, it's not going to work out very well for you.
It is not.
Saleh's a defensive guy, so.
And I don't know if it's too early to say I told you so with him.
Oh, no.
Because I said it from the jump. I'm like, this is a terrible pick. I think he's going to be a terrible quarterback.
And I think it's there's times where there's a lot of times where I say it's too early.
Right.
right? I mean, I don't like calling somebody's career that early. With this one, the attitude that he just displayed, along with the lack of progress that he has displayed over the last season and a half, I'd be okay with it. And you know me, I'm on the side of
You do.
caution in like, hey man, let him grow, let him get back. Nah, man, I'm okay with you calling at this point.
And then you see his numbers as comparative to Jamarcus Russell's at the same point in their career, and they're damn near identical.
The only one that's not identical, he's worse in touchdowns thrown.
They're damn near identical. So that
Well, and here's the other thing. What did we talk about? Or at least I know I talked about it. I think we talked about it as a group. Joe Flacco was getting the job done.
he
in
was.
His first few games
He
of the
absolutely
season.
was.
Dude, he went, was it 4-0?
I
No,
don't
I
remember
don't
what
see-
his record was. I think he lost
I think
one.
he lost
Did he
one,
lose
yeah.
one of them?
I think so.
But he was getting a job done statistically and in game. Like, he wasn't making huge mistakes.
Right.
And he was not losing them games. He was actually putting up good numbers and playing very well for them. And then I said, I think Zach Wilson might actually succeed because look at what Joe Flacco's doing. Wilson comes in and fucking plays like dog shit. And he looks awful. And with that offense, the way it was humming before he got in there, they should have never lost a beat with switching quarterbacks.
No, but
it should have happened.
But when you have a quarterback who
Is
either
an immature
A,
child.
or is an immature child, or doesn't seem to take his job seriously.
Well,
because-
and lack of taking responsibility is one for me. I'm
Oh,
like,
it
like
is.
I can't.
You have the C on your jersey.
Yep.
Like,
I can't.
You
I
got to
can't
own that.
side with that.
You have to own that.
He is no captain in my
No.
eyes at this point.
Well, that's
Nowhere
fair.
in life will I side with somebody who doesn't take responsibility for their actions.
Absolutely.
Nowhere.
But like I said, you are the starting quarterback of an NFL franchise, and you have the C on your jersey as a team captain, and that's what you do after a game. Like, I'm sorry. To me, if I'm a teammate, you lost me. I'm done. I'm done with you.
The
I don't care
sec-
if I'm on offense or defense. Doesn't
Doesn't
matter.
matter.
You've lost me.
The second I walk into that locker room after having that press conference, if I'm the coach, I rip the C right off his
Oh,
chest.
absolutely. Yeah, 100%. Like, you're done. You're not.
Take the C.
Bye.
Sit down, kid. You're going back on the bench. Flacco, you're up. He's a kid.
And if I'm a defensive player, I'm probably going to want to beat his ass.
Next practice, have fun.
Yeah, next practice. Oh, we can't. He's got the red jersey on. I don't give a shit.
Like, I'm sure we're going to get to it, but with your boy Myles Garrett over on Sunday.
Oh, I love that too.
Like, that's exactly how some of those guys should be if Wilson starts this weekend for the Jets.
Yep.
Like maybe pay one of your offensive linemen to be oops. Like, give me this Olay bullshit.
My bad.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Shit, I totally missed that block.
I fucking hate when all five guys miss their blocking assignments.
But yeah, that's the thing though. Like I said, if I had walked or he walked into the locker room after that press conference, especially if I'm a defensive player, yeah, we're having words, dude.
Oh yeah.
Bro, we're
yeah.
2 minutes into this game. It's already 2-0. 3-0.
3-0.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to talk about that, the Myles Garrett thing, I'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Like that's that to me is a team leader
Yes.
who is fed up with the lack of responsibility by coaches and the lack of flexibility in changing what you're doing. And I think I'm trying to think of the exact quote that he had. I wish I could have a chance to look it up here. I didn't save it. But,
Stefanski fired back.
and that's that again. But what have I been telling you?
Right.
He's not the guy.
He's not the
man.
guy.
I've been saying it for a year now.
Yeah.
And I get called crazy for saying it. I said it at the game.
Bro, you literally were changing Cleveland's fans' minds during the game.
Oh, that's right. Because we had Browns fans sitting in front of us and behind
Yeah.
us. That's right.
He's
Like,
not the guy.
I'm over here making friends with the people behind us and their fucking kids and everything. And he's just sitting there like, no, you don't like this coach. Trust me, you don't like him. By the end of the game, they're like, no, this isn't the fucking coach.
and this is not even hyperbole. Like, this actually happened.
But it comes down to the fact that you, as the head coach, you have let Joe Woods continue to fuck up the defense. Like you cannot keep putting your defense in positions to fail and not changing up what you're doing.
Right.
And then you continue to throw your players underneath the bus when they're not happy with what's going on. Like you're not you're not the guy. You need to be able to adjust and change. And if what you're doing is not working, you need to stop doing that and do something else. And the fact you continue to keep doing what you're doing on offense and defense tells me you're not the guy.
No, he's clearly not. And as you just stated, that he for the past year, it's enough. At some point, when you just, what's the definition of insanity? Like keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting
different results.
And that's exactly what this is at this point with the team. And even without Deshaun, you thought that this was going to be a better team. Whether it be defensively, I thought they were actually going to be quite good defensively. I really did.
I thought their defense was going to be better, but if you remember, I didn't say they were going to do anything this year.
Yeah.
I said they were not going to be very good. They wouldn't even be in the hunt when Deshaun came back, and Deshaun wasn't going to help them out anymore because, listen, next year he might help them.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he won't because he is a great athlete. He's a great football player. But this year, he's coming back after not playing for like 2 fucking years. Like, if you think he's your savior this year, good luck with that. He'll make some plays. He'll be athletic, but he's not going to save your season. And at this point in time, which I said at the beginning of the season, your season would need saving by the time he got in there because you had Brisket at quarterback and you have a head coach who, besides the fact that he has the best run game, arguably the best run game in the league with one of the best offensive lines and arguably the best running back in the league, depending on who you talk to, Derrick Henry, myself.
Yeah.
He refuses to use them properly. He refuses to scheme properly.
And part of the reason why I brought that situation up, tying into the Zach Wilson situation, if you watch after the game, and Joe, you're the one who pointed it out to me, if you watch him just sit on the bench, that one action spoke more to me than whatever the fuck Zach Wilson's been going on about.
Yep.
He sat there. He did not make a scene. He did not do anything. He just sat there. Zach Wilson's out there running his mouth and all that shit. Fine, dude. If that's the way you do things, that's the way you do things. But you got a grown-ass man who's figured out how to get a point across. Pay attention.
That picture said 1,000 words.
Yeah.
Just everybody out on the field, Bills,
And who it
Browns,
was.
everybody, and yet Myles Garrett, only motherfucker still sitting on the bench with his head down, pissed off.
Yep.
And he has every right to be. Because
yeah.
as we just stated, it's the insanity of what's going on there. Because for lack of a better definition, that's
It's
what's
insanity.
going on. It's insanity.
It's exactly what's happening.
And you're wasting his career at this point.
Yes.
Like
You're wasting a lot of careers.
you are wasting. Well, fair, but but I'm talking about like one of the best defensive players in the game, and you're wasting it on just nonsense. But if that's
So here's the thing. So you look at this, and I want to give some stats from this game a little bit. I need to pull them up here for a second. So in a game where you were actually winning, what were they winning? 10-0? They were winning 10-0?
Yep.
You have your quarterback, who is arguably a backup quarterback.
Arguably.
I was going to say arguably a third-string quarterback.
Right. So you have your backup quarterback. You're winning, right? You're winning, I think it was 10-0 at one point.
I believe it was, yes.
And your quarterback throws the ball 41 times.
Even Buffalo couldn't stop Nick Chubb.
Well, they could stop him.
And
That's
the second
the
half,
problem.
they made adjustments.
He only rushed for 19 yards.
Is that it?
14 carries, 19 yards.
Is that it?
That's it. Kareem Hunt had 5 carries for 32 yards.
Oh.
But you know what that tells me, though? You weren't doing what you need. Chris, how many times did I sit there and tell you what play was happening?
Yeah, quite a bit. Yeah, no, quite a
entire
bit. You did.
fucking
It's
game.
like it was. Yeah, it was actually.
Now,
It was actually impressive.
now if I'm an average Joe, because I am,
You're not average. You're below average.
if you're a below average Joe sitting next to these two fucks at a game, and you could sit there after having a few sodas and call out, what was it? Almost like out.
Yeah.
I'd say 3 out of every 4 plays I was calling.
They're gonna run to the right here, and
I was
ran
going to
the
say,
right.
I will very comfortably give you at least 75% of the time calling it right.
So
Yeah.
Slant to Amari Cooper. What was it? Slant to Amari Cooper. Oh, Nick Chubb run to the right. Nick Chubb run to the right. Nick Chubb run to the left. Nick Chubb run to the left.
As a former Amari Cooper fan, I will tell you, slants are all he does right. So that's kind of what you have to do with them.
But like, if I'm sitting there in the end zone calling out the plays that you're running, and I'm
No,
getting
I
them
agree
right,
with you on this.
and I'm getting them right at your pace 75% of the time,
Yeah.
then what the fuck do you think the defensive coordinator on the other team is doing? Because he lives this. He does this for a living. What the fuck are we doing, folks?
Is it something about that building that just makes one team incompetent?
I don't know. I don't know, but I mean, there's something wrong there. And again, yes, my knowledge as an average Joe of football, I watch way too much football. So yes, I'm not necessarily just your average fan sitting there going, this is gonna be a run to the left, it's gonna be a run to the right.
But still, there's no reason you should even be 75% correct with play calling.
Exactly.
And that's why I said, comfortably, I can give you that and not even have a second thought about it. I'm thinking closer to 85%.
And there's no way that should happen.
Yeah.
So you're failing somewhere.
And if you know this, then imagine what Sean McDermott knows.
Right, exactly.
Or Leslie Frazier.
Or Les Frazier.
Exactly. It's
I mean,
pathetic.
The game in general was an interesting experience. It wasn't anything it really wasn't anything like when the Giants and Vikings played here. When the Giants Vikings played here, it kind of seemed like everybody was just happy to be there.
Right.
This was like, holy shit, we got a good game. Everybody was having a good time. Like, that was the thing that surprised me the most. Cleveland fans were fucking awesome. The Bills fans, not half as nuts as everybody makes them out to be. I did not see a single table broken, which disappoints me.
No, but we did see a bunch of them dancing almost naked after the game, though.
Oh yeah, we did see that. Yeah.
There was about 15 shirtless men dancing to the bucket drummers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was really cold.
Can confirm.
It kind of looked something along the lines of like a rain dance. Like, I don't know if it was some sort of Bills tribal thing that was going on, but yeah, it was a.
I mean, the experience overall was awesome, right, guys?
Dude,
I mean,
I had a blast.
I loved it.
Yeah, I had a blast.
I loved it. And I mean, one of the best things I took out of that day was
The Bills make me wanna shout, kick your heels up and shout, throw your hands up and shout, throw your head back and shout. Come on now, the Bills are making it.
Really hope you're going to forget about that.
Dude, we booked it the entire time playing like we had forgotten about it.
Oh my god.
We've been doing this for almost 3 straight days, figuring out how to surprise you with it.
Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo.
Let's go, Buffalo. My favorite part
So
of
like
that,
I said, when I said that day, when I first heard that, because I had never heard that. I've never been to a Bills game in Buffalo, so I've never actually heard that song. However,
oh my god!
And generally, obviously, when they score, like they go to commercial or
when they score, what happens?
When they score,
Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo.
when they score,
Let's
there you go. Wait.
Buffalo.
They generally cut some commercial or whatever, or like the commentators are talking over it, whatever. So you don't hear it, right?
Right.
Play it again. I know you want to. There you go.
Let's go Buffalo.
we could have a 6-hour show. He would play this the entire time if you let him.
I know he would. So when I said to you that day when the first time I had heard that, I go, well, I'm now an Arizona Cardinals fan because I'm just fucking done.
Really?
I'm like, I don't
Cliff
know.
Kingsbury's the guy you side with.
The Cardinals are who you go with?
I mean, it's slim pickings, you know. I mean, it really is. I might find Chargers. Chargers better with you. I go Chargers.
That's
Chargers,
cool.
Done. Chargers.
Yeah, because you're a huge Justin Herbert fan, right?
I like Justin Herbert. Yeah.
I was gonna say you could take the Raiders. The only team they can beat Russ Wilson.
No, because
so
they have rings.
They have rings.
That's
we talked
true.
about that.
Yes, I know we talked about this, but right now the only team they can beat is the team quarterback by Russ Wilson.
So we talked about that at the game. The other thing we talked about was
Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's
I said I don't know what's worse, that or forward down the field. I honestly, it's like neck and neck for me. I'm not even kidding.
I'm telling you, I can't get that song out of my head.
That's unfortunate for you.
I was having trouble not singing it in front of you right now because I didn't want you to think I actually did it. I wanted you to forget about it and think that I forgot about it too. But I've been singing in my head for 3 days now. Let's go Buffalo.
I'm glad you got it out of your system. That's
oh, it's not out of his system.
No, in fact, he actually
it's not.
He had his initial release.
Yes,
that's good.
That's what she said.
Yes.
That's what she said.
That's right.
Him and I were talking about this, and I was even getting, to the point where it's like, eventually we're going to have to stop doing this. And he just looked at me and went, no.
Let's go, Buffalo.
Jesus.
I will say one thing about it, and I know Joe and I talked about this when you were upstairs. Forward down the field is still worse.
I think it is.
I agree with
this. This is bad.
I think forward down the field is slightly worse.
Forward down the field, the best way I can explain forward down the field is it sounds like a World War II like fucking pep rally song.
Yeah.
It kind of does, yeah.
Like it sounds like it's 150 years old. Just update.
So hold on.
At least this.
Forward down the field.
Or
Let's go, Buffalo.
I mean, if nothing else, at least that has a little bit of like pep to it. It has.
Oh, it makes you dance.
at least it makes you sing it too.
Oh, Alicia.
Hey, Alicia.
What's up, Alicia?
What's up?
The Bills make you want to shout, I believe is the word you're looking for.
Right. But at least that has some like upbeatness to it on like forward down the field, which is like you said, it sounds like it sounds like a war anthem or something.
It does. It sounds like an old war march.
Like I'm waiting for the fucking drums to come down the street, and you got a bunch of the girls standing there like this.
Oh God, Allison said. I'm sorry, lady friend said, Joe, send me the recording of Let's Go Buffalo. And I will play it every time the Bills score Thursday when Chris and I are at the game.
Yes.
Guess who's getting left in downtown Detroit?
See, that's what I was arguing, though. On Thursday, you have the tape. You have all their stuff. When they score, why not use it?
Yeah.
Let's go, Buffalo.
It makes everyone happy.
It does. I mean, it's a good song.
I hope your Uber back is like $800 after the game, because I'm leaving your ass down there.
Lady friend, if he leaves you down there, call me. I'll send Joe to pick you up.
Listen,
I think it's only fair.
I'll be honest with you. If that's why you get left down there, I will gladly come pick you up.
I might have people at my house. Otherwise, I'd come get you myself.
I'm going to be at a house with a bunch of people and my daughter, and I will gladly put my daughter in that car and drive her down there to get her. It'll be a road trip.
You know how bad of an idea this is. I offered, with my mother working, to host Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
And I think you're not very smart.
Do we have that stupid drop anymore?
You stupid.
Stupid.
You stupid.
Yep. So that's what I'm not willing to leave to go pick you up.
All right, then.
I'm going to try to figure out how to not burn my house down.
I don't think I have that stupid drop anymore. You brought that up to my attention.
We need that.
Well, that makes me feel better.
That's a great drop.
Loser.
There you go.
I like that one.
That one and the You're Stupid, I got quite a bit.
The You're Stupid one is like one of the best. I love that drop.
Hello, lady.
Hello, motherfucker.
You can't let that shit happen.
We're just going to go through all of our drops.
All of our drops, you just try to find them?
So I started playing with the fact that you can put hotkeys for some of the drops instead of me having to click on them with the mouse. I can put the hotkeys on, and I assigned some of them. I just don't remember which ones I assigned them to. So I'm just gonna mess with it until I know.
Well, speaking of,
I know which one that one is.
Yeah. Speaking of Let's Go Buffalo, and since you can't find the You're Stupid drop, we'll go to somebody who's actually not stupid, and that is Jason Stiltner from Flagstar Bank. If you're a homeowner or looking to be a first-time home buyer, give Jason Stiltner, Senior Loan Officer at Flagstar Bank, a call today at 248-752-3631. Jason has great mortgage programs for first-time home buyers, including down payment assistance options and excellent interest rates. Again, give my guy Jason Stiltner from Flagstar Bank a call today at 248-752-3631 and get the excellent service you deserve. Flagstar Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 27546, and I was waiting for it.
You knew that.
No, I was waiting for the other one.
Oh, hold on.
All right, you guys.
Oh, I kept that My bad.
I was waiting for the Let's Go Buffalo. I
waiting
thought
for a song.
I thought for sure you were going to hammer that after I got done with that read.
Not gonna lie, that was supposed to happen.
No, what I wanted to do was I actually wanted to start it halway through your read, but I didn't want to do that to Jason Stiltner at Flagstar Bank.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that to Jason Stiltner from
I didn't want
Flagstar Bank.
to, so I didn't.
I'm sure he appreciates that.
So I told him on Sunday, I was like, as soon as he's done with that read, like the second he's done with that read, bam, let's go Buffalo.
Oh, I thought about that as soon as this became a thing. I'm like, that motherfucker's gonna play that as soon as I get done with that read.
Let's go, Buffalo.
I kind of hope he plays it when I get done with mine.
Fair enough.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. For at least a couple weeks, I'm gonna be playing that song a lot. Yeah,
All right,
like
so
a fucking lot.
we'll go from a shitty song to a shitty performance in Minnesota. What the hell happened there? Wow.
So I lost $20 on that game
Yo.
because I bet Steve.
Like that was an ass kicking.
Instantly on Tuesday when I put that Minnesota was going to win that game.
Yeah.
I picked them in our picks. He messaged me and was like, $20, Dallas wins. I was like, yeah, done, of course. And of course they made me look like a fucking idiot. I don't know where the hell that came from.
That was real nasty.
That
game.
was
That was an ass kick.
That was an ass kicking. And this is what we say, like any week any team can win, but you don't see ass kickings like that much in the NFL anymore. You just don't.
No. What was it? It was 40-3.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean the way that they kicked their ass was so Kirk Cousins 12 of 23 for 105 yards, just awful.
So it's weird. You got like afternoon Kirk Cousins. You have late afternoon Kirk Cousins,
and then you have primetime Kirk Cousins.
It's just and all three of like every version gets progressively worse.
Yeah,
there are
like
three drastically different versions of
like
one
he's
version.
best at like 1 p.m.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then it gets like this was really bad for a 4 o'clock game.
Yeah.
He's not usually this bad at 4 o'clock. Usually this is saved for it. Although he didn't throw any picks, but usually a performance like this is saved for his primetime game.
Right.
But yeah, it was fucking awful. I mean, it was.
Has he ever done the 9:30 overseas game?
The Vikings
I don't
have been
know.
over there, haven't they? Or even when he was in Washington?
I don't know. I have to look that up.
Yeah,
We have to find out what his 9:30 stat line is.
We do. I think this is very important. We absolutely have to find this.
But another thing that happened this weekend was a couple of kickers went nuts. Mar for Dallas was just insane. I mean, he kicked a 27-yarder, a 53-yarder, a 60-yarder, a 50-yarder. I mean, it just like, dude, holy shit. And then Tyler Bass.
This is what you should do in fucking domes.
Right. Tyler Bass, that dude couldn't miss either.
This is what you should do in fucking domes.
Like, I'm giving them credit for doing their jobs, which is really fucking insane, actually. Like, oh, congratulations, you did your job.
When you have kickers like Graham Gano out there who fucking don't know how to kick with wind, what the fuck do you expect?
Yeah, what was that? Did you see that knuckleball kick?
Did I send it on Instagram or did I text it to you guys?
I think it was Instagram, yeah.
Okay.
So,
But yeah, like it's going dead nuts in the middle, and
And
that
it
wind
just-
gust comes,
yeah,
and
it
it
took
just
it-
exits conversation.
Yeah, it
took
was-
a dead right. It was bad.
it was like that ball saw somebody coming for him, and it went, yeah, nope, I'm out. Yeah, it was one of the weirdest kicks I think I've ever seen, but it was really windy.
That ball literally said, "Fuck this shit,
I'm out.
But he didn't. I don't think he made a single one all game.
No, he didn't. Well, because
he
they
missed two of them,
so-
then they went for two.
Yeah, he missed one. Then I think they started going for two. Then he missed another one, and they just went for two after that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fucking pathetic. But a couple of kickers actually did their jobs this weekend.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
And it's a shame
It's
that we have to
amazing when that
mention
happens.
that.
Yeah.
It's absolutely amazing
Yeah.
when kickers actually do their job. Like here, you were supposed to kick the ball through those upright.
You go, are you okay over there?
Yeah, this.
You all right?
I can't get in the zone, man.
I see.
I can't get in the zone.
Okay.
But yeah,
If you need to adjust it again, let me know.
No, we're good right now.
Okay.
Until I decide to change it again.
Let's go.
There you go, buddy.
Let's go.
I tell you what, you adjust your mic. We're going to take a 30-second timeout.
Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go, Buffalo.
This is some of the worst radio ever. It really is.
I'm having fun.
I think my favorite part of that though was walking through the lobby area, just shouting at every
Let's
Buffalo
go,
fans.
Buffalo. That was fun.
Go Bills!
Yeah.
Let's go
Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo.
And then the Cleveland fans I barked at a couple of times.
Yes, you did.
Yep.
Yeah, you did.
I was just trying to fit in with everybody.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were.
You know, I'm really good at disguising myself as a fan
Yeah,
of
you
other
were.
teams. So.
You were camouflaging yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a fan of so many different teams, so I can see why it is easy for you to kind of blend in with other fan bases.
Right, that's why I said, like,
I 100%.
I got that chameleon complex that I
Yeah.
just kind of blend in.
You just say, like,
you blend in with everybody.
it's like, you know what? I kind of like something about X fan base.
Yeah.
I can blend in with these guys.
I like Josh Allen. I'm going to go through the table. I don't really like anything about the Browns. Man, maybe Nick Chubb.
I would
We'll
have
say
absolutely
Chubb.
done that if we would have found one.
Yeah.
I would have absolutely done
You know what you should like about the Browns? They've won a playoff game more recently than the Lions.
I've heard that.
No, I don't like that about them because I
should
have
like
to
that.
hear about that all the time.
Well, maybe you shouldn't root for a shit franchise. Then you wouldn't have to hear about it ever.
Bing bong.
Fuck you, Joe. Play the song. Let's go, Buffalo.
Sometimes the drop just comes in at the right time.
That was perfect.
Sometimes he's right. Fuck.
Do you need a dripper?
I might in a minute. Not right now.
Okay.
Let's go.
Oh,
Buffalo.
a little big deal, bro.
That's right.
Let's go Buffalo.
So the Chiefs Chargers game. And I hate to say this, but I think there is maybe some legitimacy to this. Is it just me, or do the Chiefs get like every single call, like to get them to go their way?
So no, it is kind of irritating.
Like, it's amazing.
They do. It's
always like,
so it's almost like what you saw with the Patriots for a while too, right?
Right.
Like Tom Brady used to always, and as a Patriots fan, I can admit this. Tom Brady used to always get the calls, right?
No way around that.
And sometimes, like Jordan always got the calls back in the day, right? Like if you were that good of a player, you were going to get the calls. And I feel like now the Chiefs have become that team that they do just get the calls all the time, and it's very irritating. Like that game was. It's frustrating to watch their games. Let's just put it that way. It's frustrating to watch their games because those kind of calls that they get turn games so quickly.
the team is good enough. They don't need
They don't need
help.
those calls.
They don't need help.
See, it's funny too because this year I don't think they're that good. I think they're an extremely mediocre
I
team.
think they're more average this year
Yeah.
than they have been, and
I
they've been
think they're
getting
just getting calls their
right.
way.
I would agree with that this year.
Like, I hate to say that because Mahomes is incredibly talented. but
He is,
that's a
and
lot of what's going on. In my
Mahomes is
opinion.
incredibly talented. Travis Kelce is
Probably the best tight end to ever
the
play
best
the game.
to ever play that position. Honestly, let's just throw it out there.
And that's coming from a diehard Gronk fan
Right.
who definitely was the holder of that title for a very short period of time.
But they don't have much else behind that. I mean, they have Pacheco who's coming on looking decent, but again, he's looking decent and he's a rookie. It's not like they have game changers like they used to have Tyreek Hill. They don't have that now. They're pretty average, but they still get the calls.
And that's what's frustrating. And I mean, obviously, I have not been a Chiefs fan for a while now, and that's not because of them getting the calls,
Right.
or anything like. And we've talked about this before. It's obviously other off the field stuff that it's like, no, I'm done. I'm done with this team. Fuck
Yeah.
them. I hope they lose every game they play.
I'm kind of with you there. Other than like, I am a fan of Travis Kelce. I really
Fair.
am.
I don't have an issue. I mean, you guys do look alike, so yeah, I get it. You do. You don't see it?
No,
You do.
Not at all.
You absolutely do. Anyways,
Not at all.
You're Jason Kipnis. How can you be Travis Kelce?
See, now I agree with that one.
What is he? Deion Sanders? He plays all the sports?
that doesn't make any sense.
Deion played 2 sports.
No, I'm
Football
aware of
and
that, but
baseball.
you know, he's a different color than Deion Sanders is. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, that was just racist.
Wasn't me for once.
It really wasn't. I just felt like saying it.
I say it is factually accurate, though.
It is a fact.
Oh, a lady friend says, "Do you hate them because my dad looks exactly like Andy Reid?"
Your dad does look exactly like Andy Reid.
No, I love
Really,
your dad.
he
Your dad-
really, really does.
I didn't
does.
want to say that, but when we walked in the house when he was watching the house for you guys,
Yeah. Andy
First
Reid.
thought that came to my mind.
Why is Andy Reid in your house?
Yeah, right. No, that's not
like,
it.
hi,
I love
Allison's
your dad.
dad.
You know that. Come on now.
He seemed like a fantastic guy. He just looks a lot like
He does look like Andy Reid. Yes, 100%.
Yeah, he does.
But yeah, that's just watching the games. It's like they don't need these, and it's always on like a big player, like especially one that goes against them.
Yeah.
Like holding or pass interference or some bullshit, that'll get the call like reversed or whatever. And it's just like all right, enough. Like I get it, Mahomes is your golden boy. I understand that.
Yeah.
But again, they don't need help. They're good enough. They'll be fine. So it's kind of my beef with that.
No, I have the same beef. It's frustrating to watch their games sometimes because it seems like every call is going against the opposite team.
Because you
It's a little
look at
frustrating.
Mahomes and he just whines until he gets what he wants. It's like, oh, okay, cool.
Seems like that runs in a family.
A little bit.
They're in division with the Raiders, so naturally I'm just gonna not like them.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Raiders, they won.
Yeah, like I said, the only team they can beat is whoever is quarterbacked by Russ Wilson. So I guess that's a good thing.
It took them. It took them overtime to win, but still,
They still.
I mean, they won.
I believe
looked
they won
like-
the last one against them too.
This looks like a burn burner here, 22-16,
it was a burn burner.
100%.
That
That went to overtime.
shut up, Kenny.
Shut up, Kenny.
This is a burn burner.
Like I told you, there is nothing good about that team right now. It is just pitiful to watch. I went back, tried to watch some of the highlights, and there weren't many highlights to watch.
There was highlights for that
I
game.
was gonna say
I watched a 12-minute highlight video of the Lions Giants. I watched like a 4.5-minute highlight video of the Broncos and Raiders.
you guys got anything else on the NFL?
Not really. No. Again, just it's the NFL's crazy, man. You're seeing some of these teams that are winning these games.
From week to week, you never know.
You don't. I mean, you saw the Eagles win by 1 point against the Colts,
Yeah.
and by all accounts, they're a better team than 1 point
Against the
win
Colts.
against the Colts.
Right.
But
They are.
in that week they weren't, and they were just a 1 point better team than the Colts that week. But it's up and down, and I think this year more than any other year, you're getting a lot of parity, and not just parity as in different from last year. Like last year's winners are not necessarily going to be this year's, but like it's parity from week to week.
Yeah.
Like it's nuts.
There is nobody I look at right now comfortably and say, that's the team that's going to win. That's the team that's going to win this. That's the team that's going to win this. That's your Super. I don't know what team that is right now.
I don't know. The Niners put up a pretty strong case for that last night.
Was actually
They looked good.
Actually, was just going to say that. I was going to say one of the main teams that I can look at right now and say that they're trending in the right direction, and they're not as they don't fluctuate as much from week to week at this point. Is the Niners? They're looking like they're on the way up right now.
But that's even a team that's had some shit games this year.
They have, but right now,
Right now,
as
yeah.
of right now, they're on that upward trajectory. They look like they're firing on all cylinders. They got McCaffrey in the backfield. They've got
That was
Elijah.
a game changer for them, dude. And
Oh,
it's
it-
not often in the NFL that happens.
Well, because they can use him like they were using Debo.
Yeah.
So now Debo goes back to playing mostly his role of wide receiver, sometimes running the ball, but not as much because
Right.
McCaffrey can do both as well.
Yeah.
And they have Elijah Mitchell back there as the main just
Yep.
pounded up the middle running back. They've got a lot of weapons in a lot of different ways on that team. They got Kittle over the middle, playing tight end, who's a great blocker still. If he can stay healthy, he can receive, he blocks, he's tough as nails. You got Ayuk, who caught 2 touchdown passes.
Dude, as soon as Jimmy G took over, I picked him up in every league I was in.
Like, and he
Those
only-
two love each other.
He only had 2 catches,
I know,
2 touchdowns.
but
So
still,
no, I know it's one of those things where you look on that team, and they're not weapons that you would think of. They're not the named weapons that you would think of right
Right.
offhand, right?
you
But when
don't have your Vontae Adams.
right. But when you look at that team though, and you look at it overall, you go, all right, every one of those guys has a role to play, and they all benefit each other. Like they're an overall very, very good team on offense right now, and they have the defense to back it up.
And not to discount anything they did last night, because that is not at all what I'm trying to do.
But I'm going to do that right now.
No, actually, on the flip side, Is it too early to call?
That's like when somebody says no offense.
Hey, I'm not.
No
No,
offense.
no disrespect.
No disrespect, but I'm about to disrespect you.
Disrespect.
No, and it's everything against Arizona, and it's nothing against San Fran.
Right.
Is it too early to call Kingsbury a fraud at this
No,
point?
I've said it a couple times.
No, absolutely not.
Like, I am at the point where I'm comfortable saying he's an absolute fraud.
Yeah, I've said it a couple times now, and him and Kyler are not working together.
Yeah.
And Kyler didn't even play in that game. They still look like shit. He's not the guy either. If we want to talk about how Stefanski's not the guy, he's not the guy.
And you know what has to be the absolute worst television right now? Is their fucking in-season hard.
I haven't watched a single episode of it.
I don't even know if it's on yet, but...
Oh, it is.
Oh, is
I think
it?
they have 3 episodes already. I haven't seen any one of them,
I was
but
going
I
to say
think
I
there's 3.
haven't watched it, but yeah, with everything that's going on there, it should be really good, but...
So the reason I haven't watched it is, one, I don't
ass.
like that team at all.
There's
so
nothing to like.
I've grown very irritated at Kyler Murray because he just irritates the shit out of me at this point. He seems very disinterested in anything.
No,
and
he's very interested
and he's
in Call
and
of
he's
Duty.
douchey. Like, he just comes across as very arrogant and douchey, and I just don't like him.
He is-
And
he's-
Kingsbury is kind of the same way. Like, he just thinks his shit don't stink and he's great. And honestly, you fucking suck, dude.
You haven't done shit.
Like, would you say Kyler and Zach Wilson are very similar in that regard? How they like portray themselves and how they come off?
No, they're not the same color, Chris.
I know they're not the same color.
You already established that earlier. They can't be the same.
That was racist. Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
Because I mean, that both of them look like they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Both of them are douchey.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're arrogant kids.
And both of them think they're better than they are.
Yep. Yeah. I think you're pretty close on that one.
But as Frank astutely pointed out, they're just different colored people. So, which I'm glad you made that. I'm glad you made that distinction. Well done.
I didn't know they were different colored people because I don't see that.
I don't know why Frank had to go to the race card. But
I don't either. I'm not sure why that had to happen. But
Because I tried comparing Deion Sanders and Joe, and you had to so expertly explain how they were different.
All right.
I figured I would return the favor.
I mean, we're just sitting here instead of dividing people.
Yeah, right, man.
By
we all just get
color
along?
and race and anything, religion, anything like that. Instead of dividing people, you know what we should do? Unite them.
Yes.
Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo.
Jesus Christ. Unbelievable.
Anyway.
Well, there are 4 people that do unite people who are looking for a new home.
Yes.
There is?
Yes, there is.
Oh, okay. Whether you're buying or selling your home, now is the time to take advantage of having the expertise of 4 real estate agents for the price of 1 on your side. Make the right move with the right group, the Joe Wright Group. Give Craig Joe Wright, Mike Bush, Shane Wilson, and Alex DeRocher a call today. The phone number is 248-535-4750 to fulfill all your real estate needs. I knew exactly when you were going to do it, too. I was like, I'm going to wait. The second he hits that button, I'm pausing.
Oh, my God.
Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo.
All right.
Let's go Buffalo.
So, this was a wild weekend in college football.
It was?
Well, besides the top 4, which
Wild.
they all stayed.
They all stayed the exact same.
They literally stayed. None of them lost, so that's
Yeah.
a plus. Everybody else around them lost.
LSU jumped up to 5.
They did. LSU jumped up to 5. SC's at 6. The top 4 stayed the exact same.
Is this the coaches poll or is this actually official?
Those are the playoff.
This is the
Oh,
college
playoff,
football
okay.
playoff.
This is the playoff.
All right. I didn't realize it was out yet.
Yes.
7 o'clock tonight came out.
So Georgia State at 1. Obviously, they're a lock to make the playoff. Even if they lose the SEC championship game, they're a lock. They're in. Ohio State 2, Michigan 3, TCU 4. I think there is a legitimate chance that the Big Ten gets 2 teams in. I do.
If there was a way to just keep this exactly like it is right now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like for real,
Yeah.
I understand that this weekend's going to fuck that all up, but if you could get Ohio State, Michigan, I think you could really potentially pitch for an argument to keep it as a 4-team playoff for next year.
We have to. This is the thing. You have to look at it like with the SEC championship game, which is going to be Georgia LSU. Like, how much is Georgia going to actually put into this game, being as they are a lock to make the playoff?
Right. Well, and LSU is ranked at 6.
At 5.
They're 5?
Yeah.
I got them.
Nope.
Why does my playoff have them at 6?
SC has 6.
Really?
Do you have Tennessee at 5?
Yeah.
Well, that's why. Tennessee,
That's probably last week's.
Yeah,
you're looking
that's
at.
last week's rating.
What the fuck?
It's literally the only team that fell out of the top 6 was
Wow.
fucking Tennessee.
So if LSU loses to Georgia, they're out because that's 3 losses.
Yeah.
And even with 2 losses, but with 2 losses and you win the SEC championship game, you're in.
Right.
Which is ridiculous to me, but whatever. So if Georgia handles their business and beats LSU, okay, so obviously eliminate LSU from the conversation.
Right.
And if Michigan, depending on how that Michigan-Ohio State game goes, if it's a blowout, because I think Ohio State's going to win that game. And obviously we'll get to later. We'll get to that later in the picks.
You're not going to get an argument from me.
Right. And if Ohio State blows out Michigan, which I think there's a better than 50% chance that happens, Michigan will be just out of the conversation. I'm sorry. Even with 1 loss, you got to keep that close. If you keep it close,
right,
then you have a legitimate beef to say, hey,
right,
we should be in.
But you got to keep it close
because I think they've played a tougher schedule than SC.
Yeah.
Well, and then SC's got Notre Dame left, and then they got a Pac-12 championship game left.
Yeah.
And I can't figure out if SC versus Notre Dame is going to be a shitstorm and Notre Dame's just going to get their asses beat, or if that's actually going to be a decent football game.
That's the thing with Notre Dame. You have no idea what team is going to show up.
Like, I'm really hoping it's going to be a good game, but I'm kind of leaning the other way. I think SC might beat the shit out of them.
So I look at it, say both of those teams lose at some point, whether it be with LSU losing in the SEC championship game or SC losing to Notre Dame or in the Pac-12 championship game. And then say Michigan loses or Ohio State loses, however you want to look at it. There you go. You're going to have 2 Big Ten teams in.
Right.
And looking at their power index, whatever the hell you want to call it, there is a 63% chance that happens regardless. That the Big Ten gets 2 teams in. So,
all right.
I don't know. Honestly, I look at it this way: Michigan, go down, handle your business, beat them.
I mean, at this point in time, that's all you have to do. If you're Michigan, that's who we're talking about, you have to handle your business. And
you play anything like you played this past weekend.
Oh God,
you're gonna get run out of the fucking stadium.
Now, I didn't see the game, but
it was
the score of that game makes me go, "Wow, you escaped with a win." You didn't win. You escaped.
You escaped, and you
escaped with a win.
You escaped, and you had some favorable officiating, and you went against an idiot of a head coach in Brett Bielema, because he could have kicked a field goal, put that game on ice. No, it's 4th and 8. We're going to go for it. No, instead of kicking a chip shot field goal. And it's like, all right.
Wow.
Obviously they didn't get it, and then Michigan obviously ended up winning the game. But it was
I mean,
you had a lot of things go right for you in that game.
And that game right there is a game I point to and go, that's why I don't like Jim Harbaugh.
Exactly.
And yet I still get called insane for saying this, but that's why I don't like Jim Harbaugh.
Like the game plan, even when Corum was in the game in the first half, it was just kind of like, what are you doing? Are you just trying? I get the trap game thing; it's real. And are you looking ahead to next week? Probably,
right?
Because I think you saw that with Ohio State as well against Maryland. I think they were
not
looking ahead.
Not quite as bad.
Not quite as bad, but they didn't pull away until the 4th quarter,
right?
So, I think both teams were looking ahead, but one team actually kind of found their rhythm and figured out what they were doing.
And the other one was Michigan.
Because once Corum went out, they almost had that like deer in the headlights look, like, oh shit, what do we do now?
Oh fuck.
Yeah, what do we do now?
So
Because your quarterback, that dude can't hit the broadside of a barn on a deep pass.
Oh, but
or anything over like 10 yards.
Oh, but I thought he was going to be great. Like he's
I was told.
I was told he's great, right?
I believe the word you're looking for is biblical.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
like I see that dude
see?
go
even better. Even better.
Their quarterback situation was biblical.
Got it. Like I see him throw some deep passes. I'm just.
Was that Harbaugh that said that?
Yes.
Of course it was.
And that's why I don't like
the
Jim
reason I
Harbaugh.
remember that word. Like, put aside the fact that I like to hate on Michigan every now and then when there's something to hate on him for.
Every now and then.
I've tried to ease off a little bit on him, but yeah.
Don't.
When you straight up call it biblical and you have 2 mediocre quarterbacks, get the fuck out.
It's biblical. I can't believe you said that.
Yes.
That's another reason why I hate Jim Harbaugh.
When you're talking about hating somebody, don't point at me.
I hate Jim Harbaugh.
There you go.
It makes me feel like you hate me.
I hate you.
I hate you.
Okay. We're off the rails.
Yeah.
Oh, I just listen to you idiots fucking go, I hate you, I hate you. All right, man. All right. Enjoy.
We're off the rails.
Let's go, Buffalo.
Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go, Buffalo.
Hear it upstairs.
It's on a delay upstairs afterwards,
Oh,
too.
Here's the other thing I just noticed. He's wearing a Buffalo
I know.
Sabres jersey.
I know. I saw that as soon as he walked down the stairs with it on, and I went, "Oh, this is great."
And the Buffalo Sabres are playing. So when they score, you can play. Let's
yes.
go Buffalo.
Oh, yes.
Shit, you could have played it 3 times in the first period.
3 times in the
I
first
did.
2 minutes.
I did play it 3 times.
I mean, that's a good point.
30 times, probably.
You got a gnat by your microphone.
I know. I don't.
It's on this side.
Whatever.
I can see it, but you can't.
Fair enough.
Can I have one of those?
Oh, sure.
One of those things over there. Yeah. One of those sodas. Little soda pop.
No problem, buddy.
Thank you.
So
Now I'll back away from the mic while I open this, and you can have
right.
at it.
So obviously, when you saw the top 4, they all struggled. Georgia, they won 16-6
Yeah, I think it was a 10-point game.
against who the fuck did they play? Kentucky.
Yes.
Which I thought Kentucky was going to put more points on the board. They obviously didn't. Ohio struggled with Maryland up until, I'd say, halfway through the fourth quarter. TCU eked out a win on the last second, or kind of like Michigan on the last second field goal.
Yeah.
And then Michigan just looked like dog shit the entire game. And I won on a second field goal.
Was it trap game weekend?
Looks like it was. Honestly, it looks like it was.
I mean, it's the weekend before rivalry weekend, so it
True.
kind of is.
Like I didn't see who does TCU play this week.
TCU has
Iowa State.
Iowa State.
Okay,
I don't know if that's right. I'm just
Favored by 10.
Okay.
Where's the game at?
TCU.
Yeah, TCU's gonna handle their business there. So I don't know. I'm curious to see how this weekend goes. Just with Michigan, and I know you'll differ from my opinion on this, and that's fine. Because
you don't know.
No, just don't get blown out. Like, be competitive. Simple as that. Be fucking competitive.
So we don't differ on that. I mean, I think my expectations are a little bit higher. Repeat last year. Now, maybe you two can tell me. Are my expectations for Jim Harbaugh at this point too high? Because I've been out on him, and there's been certain criteria that would make me buy back in. Because it was 6 years of futility.
Right.
And 1 of doing your job. So am I being overly, I don't know what the word is, but am I expecting too much? Like, if they're competitive in this game, should I be happy as a Michigan fan and just be like, okay, he's still doing his job? Or is it right for me to say, no, go out there and fucking win this game again?
I think if they're competitive.
Frank, you're being awfully quiet over there.
No, I'm letting him take the reins on this one for right now.
Obviously, obviously with the years of futility, that has to take into account, yes, that's not what you were brought here for, was that futility. However, if you go down there and you're acting competitive against Ohio State,
right,
and that's with a rivalry, just be competitive, especially this rivalry.
Right.
Frankly, against Michigan State, I expect you to beat them 8 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
With Ohio State,
and that fucking hasn't happened.
Right. But against Ohio State, if you go 50-50 against them, I can live with that.
Right.
Because it's tough to go down to Columbus and win in there. It's same thing with Ohio State coming up to Ann Arbor.
Yeah.
But previously in his regime, they've gotten basically blown out pretty much his entire time here.
Yep.
And then the last, 3 years, it's been the gap is closed. So he's, I guess, doing something right. And he is, 22-2 in his last, 24 games? Yeah. Okay, cool. Now, should they go down there?
One of those games was a game he shouldn't have lost to Michigan State.
Agreed. And that was an egregious loss. It really was. But do I want them to win? Yeah, absolutely. I want them to win. Go down to Columbus and beat them. Every Michigan fan does.
Right.
But sometimes you have to also look at it realistically too, and be like, Ohio State's better.
You know why I want it to happen? Because I want to buy back in. I want to root for my team again.
I get it.
I want to watch again, but I can't do that.
And I will tell you part of the reason why I was letting him say his part, because I know he's speaking to you as a Michigan fan, a diehard Michigan fan, if I can call you that. But I'm fully expecting them to win this game.
Really?
Yes. From the team that I've watched play, Chris and I went over the numbers because I looked up defensively how Ohio State is against the run. The last 3 games, they've given up on average about 150 rushing yards.
Okay.
If you're going to give Blake Corum 150 rushing yards, you're going to lose this fucking game.
If he plays.
If he plays. And that's the thing.
And that's another thing you have to take into account too.
Yeah, listen, if Blake Corum doesn't play.
If Blake Corum doesn't play, then yeah, they're getting their shit pushed in.
Yeah.
So if Blake Corum doesn't play, yes, that's one thing I have to take into account.
Unless Donovan Edwards comes back,
But-
which I don't.
Even then, I still don't think it's
Yeah, I was
it's
just saying.
not enough.
the same situation. It's just
Edwards,
better.
Edwards isn't Corum at this point, and I really hope Corum plays because I just want to root for that kid to win the high. Like I want him to be in that kind. I want him to go and be there and at least be represent.
Oh, for sure, absolutely.
Because in all honesty, he's earned it.
Yeah.
I've had more fun watching that kid play this year than I've had watching most college athletes over the course of the last 10
I mean,
years.
I look at him honestly this year as I looked at Kenneth Walker last year, K9. I mean, a year you
I
didn't
look at him better, to be
you didn't
honest with
necessarily
you.
expect it, and all of a sudden you're like, damn, man, like you're fucking good. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm
Again, if
I
they
guess-
go down there and actually are competitive,
Yeah.
and actually it's a close game, like they had a shot to win, whatever, and Ohio State just comes out because I honestly think they are the better team. Yeah, it sucks, but I can live with it because at least you didn't get your asses kicked.
Yeah.
At least you were actually in the game. You were competitive, and again, in a rivalry game like this,
yeah.
that's honestly all you can expect. Because you can't just say, "Oh, we're going to win it every year," because then A, it's not a rivalry, and B, what's the fucking point?
See, I guess maybe for me it's because you've lost it so many years in a row. It's like, man,
Right.
you need to take some of that momentum back and really put your foot down on your rival. And it's tough to do going to Ohio.
Right.
I get that.
Because frankly, it's a better program.
I was going to say, Joe, you were just at that stadium, too. You know how it is down there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, frankly, Ohio State's a better program. It just is.
that's true.
So to just say, hey, just go down there and put your foot on their throat, whatever. Yeah, that's all. It's all well and good, but
Yeah,
I don't think that's something that can necessarily happen. Because frankly, like I said, it is a better program than yours right now, and it has been for the past almost 20 years.
20 years. Yeah,
So, as long again, if you want to talk about just him against his rivals, especially this one, give me 50-50, and I'm cool with that. That's honestly, I expect that 50-50.
right.
I don't expect.
Well, and the problem is he's only won one.
Right, and that's an issue.
So I guess what my expectation is skew that number a little bit towards 50-50.
Right.
Win it again this year and skew that number back towards 50-50. You know what I mean? Because you've lost so many of them. You only won one.
Right.
So skew that number back towards 50-50 then.
That's
Again,
fair.
maybe I'm being overly
I don't think you
critical or what, but
No, I don't think you are. I think that's fair. I mean, you do need, and yeah, I know people want to say that last year's win against Ohio State was a signature win, and I guess
It
to a
was.
degree it was.
are. Win this year, and it is.
Yeah, win this year, and then you really got something going.
Yeah.
right.
Then it's like, okay, you went down to the shoe and you beat them.
Get your ass kicked this year, and I'd call that a fluke.
Get your ass,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Get your
Yep.
ass kicked this year, and the calls for your head are going to be even fucking louder.
Yep.
Like that's like now it's to the point where if you go down there and you get your ass kicked,
Yeah.
that's unacceptable.
Especially after you just had that game that you had against Illinois.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if you go down there and you get your shit pushed in,
Yeah, that's unacceptable.
and it comes after the game against Illinois where you almost lost to a team you should have never been competitive with, or should have never been competitive with you.
Right.
No, it's unacceptable.
And that's what's going to happen is if Michigan does get hammered, you're going to hear idiot Michigan fan, "Oh, we beat them last year." So, But then you go down there this year and you get your asses kicked by them.
Right.
So basically, you're in the same spot.
Well, we made the playoffs last year.
So?
Good.
Great.
That was last year.
Right.
That was last year.
Like I
I
said,
don't.
We still beat State.
Like I said, as much as it would suck if they go down there and lose, which again I'm expecting to happen, what would be even more of a kick in the dick is like if they went down there and just got pummeled.
Yeah.
Because then like I just said, to me that's unacceptable.
Yeah.
And I honestly I'll be like, all right, dude, I gotta reevaluate some things here.
Yeah. So I think the way the game goes is will say a lot. If they get their shit pushed in, if they get blown out, then my thoughts on Harbaugh don't change.
And they should.
I was going to say, and they really shouldn't.
And if they're competitive, depending on how the game goes, and I don't even know if I'll be able to watch it. If I didn't have my daughter this weekend, I might actually sit down and watch this game.
Yeah.
But I think it's actually a blessing that this is the weekend I have my daughter, and I'm just going to do other things. And I'll see how the game plays out later on when I see the score.
Right.
Or when I see some text messages from you guys. And then depending how that game plays out, I guess we'll determine where I'm at in my thought process. I'm just going to wing it on my thoughts.
I'm going to just warn you right now, you may not get a lot of texts on Saturday.
I'm okay with that.
I don't know if either one of us plans on being able to text long after that game starts. I know I'll be pretty fucked up on Saturday.
Okay.
I'm going all day. It's going to be an all-day party.
You got a big Saturday going on, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
We're
getting together with Andrew BG?
It seems to be the deal. Possibly the neighbors as well.
Oh. Going to be a full day thing, huh?
I think so. I think we're giving everybody the boot right before for Survivor Series starts.
Oh. Will you be awake for Survivor Series?
I will. The other two, I'm going to say no.
Well,
BG for sure won't be. BG doesn't last through a fucking pay-per-view when it's on a perfectly normal Saturday night. So,
okay. All right.
Like, he just falls asleep all the time.
Oh, okay.
Andrew usually will make it through, but if it sucks, he'll fall asleep.
All right.
All right.
That's what she said.
Nice. I got no segue into this one, so I'm just gonna fucking read it, man.
You know what doesn't suck?
They don't. We're coming to that season where we're starting to get the bad weather, the snow, and all the rain and the gloomy days and whatnot. So if you want to brighten up your home or your commercial building, give At Service by Pat a call today at 248-794-0008 for your free estimate. At Your Service by Pat specializes in home and commercial building cleaning. Services include roof and house cleaning featuring soft wash, which is a longer-lasting alternative to pressure washing. They also offer window cleaning, concrete cleaning, deck and fence restoration, gutter services, and more. So call At Your Service by Pat today for your free estimate at 248-794-0008.
Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go, Buffalo.
Did you see him jump a little bit when you played it?
It was a little bit of a little bit jarring.
Like there was a half second in his head where he was like, "Oh, sweet, they're not coming." Oh.
It caught me off guard a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, it shouldn't have, but it did.
You can't let that shit happen.
That's right.
You can't. Take your own advice, man.
Oh my god.
Always be expecting it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's what she said.
He's at the point he's not talking. He's just gonna
laugh
in the rest of the show.
I'm just gonna drop everything just from here on out.
So, how did our picks go last week, boys?
Not very good.
Remember how we were just talking about sucking? Same thing. We're not good.
That's what she said.
Yeah, not very good. So, Chris, you won the week.
Sweet.
Yeah, no, not really.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, you won the week, but it wasn't very good. 6, 7, and 1. We had another
push.
Another push.
Jesus.
2 weeks in a row. We haven't had that at all until last week.
I really hope you people don't take this shit seriously, because
For real,
that's just not smart.
I know. Why are we telling people to not take our segment seriously? But yet our records tell you not to take it seriously,
right?
So yeah,
yeah.
It's like that whole little thing on the McDonald's coffee cup
Yeah.
where it says contents may be hot.
Yeah.
Just in case you don't know that we're not good at this, we'll tell you it too.
Yeah. And so Frank and Andrew came in second at 5-8-1.
Let's go, Buffalo.
And Eric and I were pulling up the rear at 4-9-1. Not very good.
Not good.
Not so good.
Naga, not gonna work here anymore. Anyway.
And I'm looking at the slate we got this week, and I'm just like, I don't know. This one's gonna be a tough week too, man.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know. I'm just gonna fucking wing it.
But that's what we really do anyway.
I can't make picks to save my fucking life, so I don't know. I might try and have. If you can give me the picks early next week, I'll have my daughter point to the picks, and I'll just have her make them.
I'm all for this.
And then
I got an idea.
I'm all for this.
I got an idea.
oh shit.
Let's parlay all of our picks this weekend. Put $1 on them, and see if any of us win.
That's a fucking awful idea. We never come close.
I know, but why not?
What?
We put a little bit more on it now.
I might as well just fucking throw $1 in the trash.
All right, then give me $1.
You're not trash. Well,
You say
yeah.
that today. I know
Yes.
you said different before.
I mean, depend. Yeah, maybe once or twice. Maybe once or twice.
You said it, not me.
Never.
Chris is like, I can't get in trouble if I just agree.
I'm not saying anything.
All right. So
I'm not saying anything either.
All right. With that being said,
Let's go, Buffalo.
Right.
all right. Are we going to the picks?
Yes.
Okay.
This segment is brought to you by the Joe Wright Group.
Let's go. It's time.
All right.
Let's go, Buffalo.
The Bills make me want to choke.
Let's go, Buffalo.
All right. I'm done.
Save that for the
Let's
last.
go.
All right. I'm done. I really am done this time. Promise. I'm gonna take a drink.
What letter is that on the keyboard?
0.
0? All right, we're going to take the fucking 0 away from him.
I have to.
He's got 2 of them, though, so we got to
say,
make sure we get both.
Save that for the last game we pick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First up, we got Mississippi State taking on Mississippi in the Egg Bowl.
Oh, hold on. Got Eric calling in here. Oh, sorry, Eric. I
Did you
missed
hang
the call.
up on him?
No, I didn't pick up right away. Sorry.
Eric, you going to have Alicia make your picks for you?
Eric, go ahead and call in, bud.
Oh.
Please call us back.
Yeah.
Our phone number
Sorry,
is right here.
phone number is 313-403-8448.
Is he trying to make a collect call?
Sports on Tap Detroit.
1-800-COLLECT?
You should do that.
Hey, Eric, you there?
We got it?
You got it.
We got it.
There he is.
Bingo, bango. Got you on the line again.
Eric, you're going to have Alicia
Yes,
make your
sir.
picks for you, buddy? I said you're going to have Alicia make your picks for you? You can't do any worse.
No, I definitely can't do any worse.
Hey, honestly, she should probably
sleep through last week.
yeah, she should probably make my picks
Hurry
too.
up and make these picks before this game starts.
What game is that?
The Green Bay game, Thursday. I text you like an hour before the game.
Oh.
Bro, I didn't make the pick.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I told you on Wednesday. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get you the picks, and I totally fucking forgot.
I was sitting there watching the game and got all your picks, and I was like, okay, I'll put them in the computer.
Game, and I go, oh yeah, about that.
Oh fuck. Eric, can Alicia make my picks for me this week? Because I sucked last week too.
Well, she's in the house. You'll have to have her call too.
Oh damn. Okay.
I'm in the man cave.
You're in the man. Okay. Well, she can't make either one of our picks for us then. Fuck it.
Yep, we're screwed.
Oh,
right.
fisticuffs.
Nice.
Oh,
All
there's a
right.
fight in this hockey game. Kick his ass, Seabass.
So we're going to start off with the Egg Bowl. Mississippi State taking on Mississippi. Mississippi's laying 2.
Give me Ole Miss at home minus that 2.
Is this Lane Kiffin's swan song? We don't know. Apparently he was going to Auburn, then he wasn't going to Auburn. Lane Kiffin put out honestly,
most amazing
an all-time tweet, which was great. He basically put some reporter on a body bag, which was amazing. I loved it. That being said, give me Mississippi State.
Quebec, go ahead.
Eric, he gave you the go ahead.
Oh shit!
Sorry, buddy.
I will take.
Go for it.
Oh, did we lose him?
You broke up there, Eric.
I said I will take Ole Miss.
Gotcha. Okay.
Go ahead.
We're going to do it again.
I will take Ole Miss as well. Andrew will be taking Miss State.
Oh jeez!
I'm just having way too much fun over here with these drops.
Seriously.
We're gonna have to take that keyboard
We
away.
might have to.
One of us is gonna have to learn how to do this. We can't trust him anymore.
Yeah, you
Shut
guys
up, I
definitely
hate you.
need to take that away.
Next up, we got Tulane taking on Cincinnati. Cincinnati is laying 2. This might be the first time we've ever had Tulane in our picks.
Yeah, I think it is actually.
It's a ranked game.
It's a Tulane first, and they're ranked 21st, right?
It's Tulane.
Tulane.
He just had it as TU something. I thought it was Tulsa.
Again,
I mean,
he didn't know what Georgia was. I don't know what to
well,
do, man.
in his defense, you put Geo.
What else can that mean?
Geography.
It's not a fucking car.
University of Geography.
We've gone over this.
GA is Georgia.
I can't help he's a fucking dum-dum. Fuck.
Wow. That escalated quickly.
He's not wrong.
Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go,
Unbelievable.
Okay.
If there were any rails the show was on initially,
Yeah.
we're off of it.
All right, Tulane, Cincinnati, folks.
Yes.
Well, I have to take
From now on,
Andrew's
I'm gonna type the whole word
The
out.
whole word?
So he knows
Please do.
who the fuck we're talking about.
I got to text Andrew now.
I'm
Tell
gonna-
him it's not Tulsa
I'm
because
gonna-
he took fucking Tulsa.
I'm gonna
You're like, yeah, Jesus.
I'm gonna
Oh my God.
I'm gonna take Cincinnati. If he didn't look at the games, like he's taking Tulsa against Cincinnati.
You know what? Just leave Tulsa in there.
Yeah.
Put Tulsa in there.
He took Tulsa.
You took Tulsa.
I'm gonna go Cincinnati minus the 2 at home.
Joe, I'm with you on that one. I'm going Cincinnati as well.
Eric, you're up next, bud.
Yep, Cincinnati.
Cincinnati it is.
And Andrew takes Tulsa.
Andrew takes Tulsa.
Frankie, who you
Who's
got?
Tulsa playing?
Cincinnati.
It's actually Tulane, but Frank thought it was Tulsa. So there,
Who's Eric taking, though?
he took Cincinnati.
Cincinnati? Okay. Well, fuck it. I'll take Tulane. So we got 3 different picks in this one.
I love that you left Tulsa in there. That's great. Next up, we got the Iron Bowl. Auburn taking on Alabama. Alabama's laying 22.
I accidentally hit the microphone button.
Oh.
Recorded all that?
So it's literally just typing out everything we're talking right
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm going to send it to Andrew. It's
Just
just
send it.
Andrew.
So Auburn, Alabama. Alabama's minus 22 in this game.
Yes.
Wow.
That is correct.
Give me Auburn. It's a lot of points.
It is.
I just can't.
I know it's a rivalry game. I get it. It's arguably the best rivalry in college football. I don't think it is, but people say it is. I think Bama rolls. I think Bama annihilates Auburn. Auburn's terrible.
Bama's not that good this year either, which
Yeah, but
which makes me think.
I think they're significantly better than Auburn.
Well,
I think Auburn's also got a situation right now where nobody's really sure what's going on there.
And that's another thing you got to take into
So-
consideration too.
Distractions are definitely there.
Yeah.
Give me Bama. Andrew takes Bama. Eric, who do you got?
Roll Tide.
oh, I'm on the
You're on
Auburn
the island.
I'm on the Auburn Island.
All right.
Yep.
I feel lonely out here.
Next up, we got
I'm so lonely
NC State taking on North Carolina.
He has nobody.
to call my own. Woo! Go ahead, Chris.
He hates us.
He definitely hates us right now.
I mean, hate's a strong word. But
Hate's
you guys definitely are creeping on it, 100%.
He hates us more than the old lady who asked him what he thought of the stadium.
Yeah. It's just-
What?
You don't remember the old lady asking you at Harry's? No. So, what do you guys think of our stadium?
Just the
You were-
nicest, sweetest old lady
Yeah,
asked you.
super nice, super sweet at Harry's after the game. She's like, "What do you think of our stadium?" And you were like, "Well, I think it's kind of shitty. I don't like the concourses. I don't like." And I had to look at her and go, "We're actually from here. We've been here before. We just root for these teams because the Lions suck. So
Hey, you don't want to fucking answer. Don't answer the question.
she did not expect that answer, bro. I'm just telling you. Like it was
Him
just,
and I were talking, going, she asked the one fucking person in here she should.
it was like right. It was a sweet, nice old lady who just was like, I just want to know what these kids think of our stadium.
She
And
could have asked me, and she would have probably gotten like a half-hour conversation about whatever the fuck she wanted to talk
well,
about.
she could have asked me, and I would have went like, nah, it's nice,
Right.
and just went about the day. This dude's like, well, hold on, sit down, let me tell you, stadium fucking sucks.
Even her husband was standing back there like, we got to go.
Well, now she knows.
And knowing is half the battle.
I've heard
She
that.
will
The more
never
you
do it
know,
again.
with
The more you know.
the more you know. The stars
With the stars.
across the screen. All right, so
right.
we got next up. We got NC State taking on North Carolina. Carolina's lane 6.
Give me North Carolina, I guess.
Man,
Yeah.
exactly, Eric. Yeah,
Well, in that case, Andrew also takes UNC.
Um,
Maybe that'll help you guys make your opinion.
I'm gonna take North Carolina State.
I'm going. Give me NC State. I think NC State's actually going to win the game.
Okay. Eric, who you got?
North Carolina.
All right.
Am I on the island on that one?
No, you and me.
You literally
You and
did
me.
the exact same thing as the guy before you.
I mean, it shows you how much I listen.
He can't. He doesn't listen to anything we say, Frank. You should know this by now.
We've established that none of us even pay attention when we pick.
That's true,
Right
yeah.
now.
I think
That's
Lady
true.
Friend will confirm that as well.
She will confirm that you don't listen to anything anybody says.
It's true.
Lady friend? Okay.
Yeah.
Bueller.
Bueller. Next up, we got Oregon taking on Oregon State. Oregon is laying 3.
Lady friend does say Chris hates everybody, so it's cool.
I believe on Saturday, I didn't say it to the lady because they were having their conversation about how much Chris states the stadium. But
I state the hadium.
he states the hadium.
You state the hadium.
I
Yeah.
state the hadium.
Yeah. It's all right. I deserve that one. But I believe I called him the angriest man in the world.
You did, actually, yeah. Lady friend says he blocks out your voices, too. So, apparently it's a thing.
I don't know that he blocks mine out because sometimes when I'm talking, I see just like this lip biting going on out of the corner of my eye. Like he might want to just swing on me.
Or throw something at you.
Yeah.
Frank, violence is not the answer.
Is it though?
It's not.
According to who?
That's what I've been told. Violence is not the answer. Just say no.
Yeah. It's not the answer. All right, what game are we picking next?
I don't know, but the last time they told us to just say no, the thing they told us to say no to won.
Yeah, that's
So-
true.
That is true.
Congratulations to the drug for winning the war on drugs.
Yeah.
Oregon.
Just say no.
Yeah.
Nah.
Oregon is laying 3. They're taking on Oregon State.
Give me Oregon.
I'm with you on this one. I am also taking the Ducks.
Same. Andrew's the same.
Quack, quack, motherfucker. All right, Eric,
All across,
you broke up there.
Who?
said all across the board.
All
There we
right.
go.
Well, Joe's taking quack, quack, motherfucker.
I like that, though. That's great. Quack, quack, motherfucker.
You don't put that because I've told you this before.
No,
I have to-
absolutely, 100%
I have to
fucking put
change
that.
these things when I put them onto the fucking website.
Whatever anybody else says, I will make sure is just what you need to put on the site. If you say anything different, it's going as that.
I fucking hate
I
you.
love it.
So you have now picked quack, quack, motherfucker.
Next up, we got Notre Dame taking on USC. USC's laying 5.
Shut up. I hate you.
Anyone? Bueller?
I'm going to take USC because I just hate Notre Dame. So
Okay. I'm surprised we got this far in the show before he actually outright said it.
No, I'm with him. I hate Notre Dame as well. I'm taking USC.
I know you hate everything, though.
I don't hate everything.
you hate everything and everyone.
That's not true.
It's pretty true.
I like beer.
Okay, there's like one thing.
I like hockey.
Okay, well you're poking holes in the argument now, but still, you hate mostly everyone and everything.
Almost disagree.
Oh, Eric's still here.
What'd you say, Eric?
I said it's almost a streak.
Almost a streak. He's got two things. He almost has a third one. It's almost a winning streak.
I like
It
golf.
has happened before, guys.
I like golf.
Okay. All right. Well, just fuck off now. I hate Notre Dame, USC.
He likes golf because it gets him away from everybody.
That's true. Because he hates everybody.
Because he hates everyone.
I'm also taking USC
Why?
because I fucking hate Notre Dame.
Cool. Eric?
Give me Notre Dame.
Oh, fuck you, Eric.
Well, Eric, you are all
you
by
fucking,
your
You
lonesome.
fucking ruined it.
Myself and Andrew will both take USC. Now, Eric, you are on that island all by your lonesome, buddy.
Oh, shit.
I hope you end up right, but you're on that island by yourself. Just 50% of the time.
And the final game on the college slate is the game. Michigan taking on Ohio State. Ohio State is laying 7.5.
Give me Michigan to keep it within a distance because that's what I'm hoping for. So I'm just gonna pick what I'm hoping for.
Give me Ohio State. I think they win by 14.
Wow.
So should I put his pick in as what you're hoping for?
No. Okay. First of all, fuck off.
Do it.
You know what?
Do it.
Chris, you're that confident that they're gonna win by 14? You're that confident. Like you've said it several times. You think they're gonna get housed.
I think they're gonna lose by 2 touchdowns. Yes. I do.
Give me Ohio State. Chris watches more of the games than I do. I'm gonna take his word for it.
Okay.
I only know what I've seen after the fact. So yeah, give me Ohio
And
State.
especially given we don't know if Corum's gonna play or not.
That's true, yeah.
I have no idea. So
Eric,
Pick me between a rock and a hard place. Yeah. With
That's what she
Corum, not
said.
knowing if Corum's playing is a big issue.
That's what she said.
Yeah, it sure is. Michigan.
you took Michigan.
take Michigan.
I'm taking Michigan.
All right,
Frank.
you have more faith than I do.
I already said it in the show. I think Michigan's going to win this game outright.
And obviously
Wow.
we know who Andrew's taking. So
Same team he takes every week, except for the week I told you and
Right.
didn't know for sure.
right. All right.
But Joe took, it says he took blue and then he took OSU. So Joe's technically taking both teams.
No, I'm taking OSU.
Oh,
Right, but I said I'm
consider-
putting whatever you say. So you took blue and then you took Ohio State.
I hope he put.
I
I hope he
seriously-
put all that in.
I seriously fucking hate you, dude. You don't have to change all that, right?
He absolutely.
Oh my god.
That's awesome. Leave it. Absolutely.
It
leave
says he took blue, then took Ohio State.
You're
leave it
really a
100%.
piece of shit.
Yeah, you said that a few times.
All right. As long as I got that out of the way.
A few times.
All right, moving on to the NFL slate. We got New England taking on Minnesota. Minnesota's laying 2.5.
Yeah, after last week, I don't feel comfortable taking Minnesota.
Hold on.
Give me the Pats.
You're taking the Pats?
Yeah.
All right. Give me a bounce back game from Minnesota. Give me Minnesota minus 2.5.
Give me the Pats. It's a night game. Kirk Cousins. I think that's a real
Give me
thing.
the Vikings.
What'd you say, Eric?
Give me the Vikings too. They got to bounce back. That was terrible.
I'm with you there, man. That was a fucking awful game they put up.
Give me
They
the
gotta
Pats
bounce
would
back.
Say that shit to bed.
Give me
You
the
know what I'm
Pats.
saying?
Chris taking the Pats?
Yep.
Eric and I got the Vikes.
All right.
Andrew?
He will be taking the Vikings as well.
Okay.
I like when I'm on Andrew's side.
Next up,
Do
we
you
got
want
the
me to
Giants.
tell you what he's taking before you pick them?
No, it's all right. I just like to find out afterwards whether I'm right or wrong.
Next up, we got the Giants taking on the Cowboys. Dallas is laying 8.
Give me the Giants. Give me a bounce back game from them and a letdown game from the Cowboys. Cowboys just trounced Minnesota. Giants got housed by the Lions, which it doesn't get much worse than that. And then I'm going to take them to bounce back, keep it within 8.5. I'm not saying the Giants can win the game, but within 8.5, I'll say.
He said too many things for me to put.
I
in
know,
there,
right?
So I just put Giants.
I'm just gonna talk a lot during my pick and make you fucking type a bunch of shit out because you're being a douche.
I am. I'm going to take the Giants as well. I think they will be able to do some things to keep that game.
Be able to do some things.
I think they'll be able to run the ball, etc. You know, to keep the game within.
They can't run the ball any worse than they did against the Lions.
It's true. Actually, you know what? Fuck that. Give me Dallas.
Okay.
Wow.
Give me Dallas.
So do you want me to put Giants, fuck that, give me Dallas?
100% I want you to put that. Absolutely.
I really hate
give me the Giants.
All right.
Make this
Another one for the Giants.
Both of your guys' little fucking spaces got to get made bigger now. So many goddamn words.
What is
That's what she
what's
said.
Andrew taking?
I don't know. I got to get back down to the fucking picks.
Okay.
We've got the Giants Cowboys game. Andrew's taking the Giants.
Okay. Next up, we got Tampa Bay laying 3.5, taking on Cleveland.
I'll take the Cowboys.
Well, good for you.
Better late than never.
Just thought I'd throw it out there.
The funniest thing was he says Tampa Bay Cleveland. You're like, I'll take the Cowboys. Didn't realize you didn't make your pick from before. I'm just like, what are you just shut up random fucking teams? Oh, it's Tampa Bay against Cleveland. Tampa Bay's giving away 3.5. I'll take Texas.
That's another cult.
Tampa Bay Cleveland, I take the Alouettes. And I'm sorry, Eric, who did you take in that game? Cowboys, Giants.
Giants.
All right, as Chris was saying,
Tampa Bay minus 3.5 against Cleveland at home.
Yes.
Texas.
Georgia.
Georgia or geography?
Geography. Tulsa. Give me Tulsa.
Or
Give me Tulsa.
Oh,
Eric, who you got?
give me Tampa.
Well, you already took ha, so you got to take Tampa too.
Give me Tampax.
I'm gonna take Tampa because there's no way the Browns even keep this game close. They're imploding on themselves.
Old geography Tulsa over here. Who you got?
Tampax.
You're gonna put that, aren't you?
Do it. Yeah, boy. Nice.
Hey, listen. When you got to work 100 hours a week, I'm like, I feel bad. I'll just make it easy on him. You're off. Fuck you.
Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo.
That's the other reason why I'm like, you're gonna irritate the fuck out of him. He told me to do it. I'm gonna listen to him.
What did Andrew take?
Put away from him.
Andrew takes the Bucks.
Eric, you're supposed to be on my side, man.
I was when you told me about it at work. Now that you've played the song, I am now totally against it.
Eric, it's not even a joke, dude. We are walking through the concourse, and every single Bills fan that says something, Joe and I both just start screaming. Let's go, Buffalo!
I don't know if I've ever been more embarrassed in my life. I'm like, I don't know these fucking idiots.
We're in the parking garage. There's 7 people in the entire parking garage at this point.
Let's go, Buffalo!
Fucking screaming it.
Oh my God.
Yes, I can confirm this. Next up, we got Pittsburgh taking on Indianapolis. Indy's laying 2.5.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
What game is this? Is this a night game?
Monday night game.
Monday night.
Oh, I was wondering why we were picking it.
Really? Guys, trash Monday night this week?
Yeah. They're not trashing Thursday night this week. Or, well,
Really?
They're trashing Thursday.
well, Thursday
afternoon.
night might be trash too. I don't know, but Monday night game is
Well, they got 3
trash.
shots at it Thursday.
Yeah, but the night game might be trash, depending.
Who's the night game?
Minnesota, New England.
Oh, okay.
You know what? Indianapolis has bounced back since they hired the guy from the Barstool. So
He was with ESPN, not Barstool.
well,
No,
he,
he's from the barstool.
he was from a bar stool.
That's
That-
drinking
that-
buddy.
He was the
that's
drinking buddy of the
That's
the
factual.
owner.
I can't argue that. part.
So they're running the ball. They've got Jonathan Taylor involved. Give me the Colts minus 2.5 at home.
Joe, I'm with you on that one. I'm also taking Indianapolis. They seem to have their offensive line issues not fixed, but better.
Yeah, they're a lot better.
Sure, give me the Colts.
Yeah, I'll take Indy.
There you go.
And Andrew will take the Steelers.
Big surprise.
Shut up. I hate you.
Next up, we got Baltimore laying 4 taking on Jacksonville.
Oh wow!
I know.
Which Jaguars team are we getting?
I know.
The one that's quarterbacked by Trevor Lawrence.
I mean,
Or are we getting the Baltimore team that gets out the big leads and blows them?
right? You could look at that two ways, and I know you hate on Trevor Lawrence, but he hasn't been that bad this year. Not as bad as
At
you
times.
not as bad as you think he has been. You know what? Honestly, give me the Jags at home. Give me them plus the 3.5.
Baltimore didn't look great last week. You know what? Give me Jacksonville.
Yeah.
I can see Jacksonville winning this game too.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree. Give me the Jag.
Well, I am out on the island all by myself taking the Ravens.
Because Andrew took Jacksonville too.
Sure did.
Oh,
Oh,
you're either gonna be really smart or really fucking dumb.
I mean, let's be honest here. I'm a Jags fan anyway, so
Yeah.
I
And a
think
Lions fan.
So,
I end up
and a
with a
Lions
pretty
fan,
fucking dumb
and a
thing.
Raiders fan.
Yeah, that's right.
So again, I end up with a pretty fucking dumb thing.
Next up, we got what could be the marquee game of the week. The Bengals taking on the Titans. Cincinnati's laying 1.5.
Oh, give me the Titans. They've been on a roll lately.
I'm with you on this
I
one.
like what they're doing.
Yeah,
I think Vrabel's got them playing outstanding.
yeah. What are they? 7-3? 6-3. Very quietly.
Yeah, they're quietly 7-3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm with
at
you on that
home.
one. Give me Tennessee as well.
1 second here.
You're typing everything I said, aren't you?
No. I just
I will
want to
take
make sure the
as well.
spread he said was the right one because I have something else written down.
Oh,
Eric's taking Tennessee as well.
Yeah, since he's 1.5.
what's 1.5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had Cincy at -4. So I was like,
Eric, you did take Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you all have Tennessee?
Yeah.
We all have Tennessee. Who do you two have?
Well, I'm going to be on an island again because I'm going to take the Bengals.
Oh.
All right.
Oh.
You're a loser.
Am I, though? Because based on the way we're all picking most weeks, I feel good taking the opposite of everybody.
Fair.
It's like watching a bunch of retards trying to fuck a doorknob.
That's exactly what it's like.
It's been a minute since you played that.
I know.
And next up, the final game on the NFL slate, the biggest game of the week. The Buffalo Bills taking on the Detroit Lions. Buffalo is laying 9.5.
I'm going to wait to make my pick.
All right. Give me the Lions.
I know why you're waiting.
Eric, who do you got? We're going to save
Give me
Chris
the
for
Lions.
second to last. Taking the Leos? All right, Chris, go ahead.
I'm also taking the Lions.
I knew
However,
you would.
I'm going to make this even more interesting. If the Lions win, I will wear Lions apparel in the next show.
Oh, I'm all for that.
Done.
Jersey and hat.
I don't have a jersey, but I do have a sweatshirt.
Okay. And hat?
I don't.
You got to wear the L hat.
Fine.
Oh, if they win against Buffalo, you have to wear the L hat.
Fine.
Okay.
Done. 'Cause that's adjustable, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, done.
Yeah.
We're not going to get him a new hat, the new grit hat.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
You can just call me Joe, and I'm not going to buy you the hat.
No, Eric.
Frank, I got half on it.
Dude, no. We discussed this at the game. Bro, they got these buffalo hats. I don't even know what the fuck they're called.
Water buffalo hats.
Water buffalo hats.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Nice navy blue.
Literally looks
stupid horns on them. Chris is gonna look fantastic.
Literally looks like the fucking the Flintstones.
Yeah.
The Flintstones water buffalo hats.
Yeah.
Fucking the exact same thing.
Yep.
So
yeah, we do have to get one of those for him.
We'll have to split that one off
Yeah.
between us and get that. He'll never wear the grit hat. He'll probably fucking drown the thing.
The grit hat would be, that would be a punishment for me because that would actually cause me physical harm.
Oh, I'd
and
burn
pain.
I'd burn that thing immediately.
I'd wear the fuck out of it.
I know you would. I'd burn it immediately.
Yeah,
I fucking wore this thing home last week.
If
Forget
I-
it.
We got to grill some shit up. Do you need something to spark that flame?
Yeah.
I got a hat for you. Here you
I
go.
got this hat for you right here. Oh, man.
All right, buddy. Who do you got?
Give me the Lions.
Whoa. The fucking new day.
It's 9.5, man. And Detroit's at home on Thanksgiving, coming off a three-game win streak. The team plays with grit, man. So they're going to bring that grit. They're going to bring the grit. They're going to get gritty.
And I don't even need to fact check this. I will gladly be embarrassed if this is wrong. But for the first time in the history of ever, we have all taken the Lions.
Wow.
And just because it was such a big spread that I couldn't take them, I'm going to go.
Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go, Buffalo.
Nice.
The pick you hope to be wrong. Aha.
Uh-huh.
See how it is.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Listen, I root against this fucking franchise.
I'm so happy I could cry right now. All of us have taken the Lions. We're all together in this one. It's the first unanimous Lions thing.
Like, you're
we've
really
all
making
had.
me second guess. You're making me want to take Buffalo, even though they're giving up 9.5 fucking points on the road.
Then take them.
I'm not going to because I'm not stupid.
Yeah, if you're the point spread. Why
Just
everybody's
understand,
taking
if you
Lions.
take them, all of this that we've talked about since your pick to now, I will type it. It will be fucking longer than shit.
That's what she said.
Oh, my God.
No, I'm sticking with the Lions.
Because I want you to change your pick, but I also kind of didn't want you to change your pick.
Yeah, I kind of want to change my pick to make you type all that out.
My memory's very short, so at this point, don't really
I'm
remember
sticking-
all of it.
I'm sticking with the Lions.
All right.
Those are picks?
That's it.
Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go, Buffalo.
All right, those are the picks. Eric, we appreciate you calling in, bud. It's been a pleasure again.
Absolutely.
And it was nice meeting you finally, Eric.
Yeah, it was nice to put a face to the voice.
Great.
Thoroughly enjoyed that time.
Yeah.
All right, bud, I will talk to you.
All right, guys. Take it easy.
Later, brother. All right.
We may have an issue with this beer.
Oh, really?
I have a bottle opener down here.
Oh, damn. Well, we got to get a bottle opener. Frank's gonna pop one out, I think.
I do not have one, so I can't pop one out.
Wow.
Lady friend, throw me a bottle.
And this has officially gone off the fucking rails.
Pop one out.
Jesus. Unbelievable.
Oh, God. Well, while we're waiting.
Yes.
The Bills make me wanna shout. Kick your heels up and shout. Throw your hands up and shout. Throw your head back and shout. Come on now.
This might be the worst episode we've ever done. Like, I'm serious.
Play the song. It's the Bills one.
The Bills make
Hey,
me wanna
we
shout.
dropped two. Yeah, this seriously might be the worst show we've ever done.
I think it's great. I think it's great. I love it. I absolutely love it.
That's fair.
Eric jumped in and goes, "That's what she said." With the he's gonna pop it out.
Uh-huh. I was just waiting for you to hit the drop
I
button.
was-
on
I
that.
was
I'm
laughing
like,
too fucking
right.
hard.
I'm like, it's there for you, man.
That's what she said.
That's
I went and grabbed the thing, and lady friend looks at me and goes, "Don't pop one out."
So that's not what she said, huh?
Well, she advised against it. She did technically say it, but
Yeah.
She advised against it.
We were smart in that regard.
Hello, lady.
Like somebody at this table. What?
Who?
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 Where?
What?
Who?
Why?
Huh?
Where?
Who?
Oh my God, this is
Hello, motherfucker.
right. All right, so in our
right.
in our tastings for this week, we have a Bell's Raspberry Flamingo Fruit Fight, which is a refreshing raspberry ale.
Are there any more difficult words for you to have to say in unison?
I'm telling you,
my
that's
God. I'm fucking dumb.
seriously.
It's a
Chris is over here doing.
It's a
I
fruit
like do the
cha-cha.
I should have probably looked at this before I actually read it and been like, okay, this is going to be kind of a difficult one.
He's
But
like, I do the cha-cha like a sissy girl.
I mean, I could have just said, caca poo poo.
go go
All right,
gaga.
motherfuckers,
All right.
let's take a time. All right, motherfuckers, let's take a time out and taste this.
Oh fuck!
Now that popped out.
That's what she said.
That's what that looked like, too.
Fuck! I gotta find you a napkin.
That's what she said.
Thanks, buddy. Give me a napkin. That's what I need.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
I popped it out too early.
That's what she said.
Oh my God.
Your pull out timing is not
It's not great.
is not great.
Better than yours.
I'd say better than yours, though.
That's what she said.
All right.
Okay, let's bring it together. Got it all cleaned up over there, buddy.
Man, that came out like a rocket.
That's what she said.
We have it's Diana says hi. Hi, it's Diana. How
Hi,
are
Diana.
you?
Who's Diana?
Thanks for joining in. I don't know. She joined in the chat on YouTube
Oh, good for her.
saying hi.
Welcome. This is
Welcome. This is Sports on Tap Detroit, and we are three morons.
Can confirm. All right. Let's. Oh, this is like literally. Can you grab one more?
Oh,
Diana,
Jesus.
It's all.
it's
all
Diana. In
phone.
case you just joined in, I don't know if you heard this yet, but
Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go, Buffalo.
Oh my God.
Here, you want? Just in case you fuck any more up.
and Chris, I don't know what you're talking about. This is a great show.
Are you sure?
I'm 100% positive.
This is the perfect show to have for the night before Thanksgiving.
Yes, the night before Thanksgiving.
This is
great.
our party.
Yeah,
Good God.
that's what she said.
Good God, look at the mushroom head on that thing.
It's totally gonna be a drop now. I'm gonna pull that. That's what she said.
All right then.
Oh god.
Nice. All right. So.
Okay. Fucking crying. God damn.
At least we find us funny.
Yeah, listen, that's all that matters.
I already don't like this beer because literally you can't pour without it. Like
Can't pour it
without
foaming everywhere?
Yeah, man.
Oh, I don't know what the hell it is.
Joe brings over a beer of nothing but foam and then makes me be the one to pick it so he can be like, I didn't say to drink that one.
I mean, I didn't.
No, it's foaming.
Right.
It's so foamy.
It's got a little splooge to it.
That's what she said.
I mean, this beer would be like the absolute worst beer to pull the fucking bar trick where you slam on top of it, make it foam.
Oh my God.
Oh God, that thing would explode.
That's what she said.
That's what. Yeah.
Joe, do you have
exactly.
any beer in there, or is that just
I don't know.
foam?
It's literally just
Right?
foam.
All right.
Literally just foam.
Ready?
God, Ah, dude.
Oh. Ready?
Let's see how the foam tastes.
Let's see.
It's a bit tart.
It's a bit nutty.
It's a bit tart. I mean, it is better than what we had last week.
Yes.
Is it though? Because last
It
week
is.
didn't taste like anything.
But this actually does
taste
taste
good.
This tastes like something. It does kind of taste.
Tastes like
raspberry.
rainicorns, unicorns, and rainbows.
Tastes like rainicorns.
It tastes like rainicorns. That's how sideways this thing has gone. I'm just fucking making up words.
Rainicorns. I got nothing anymore, man.
I'm fucking dead. That's 2 drops within 2 minutes he's giving me. It tastes like rainicorns.
It tastes like rainicorns.
Tastes like rainicorns.
Tastes like unicorns and rainbows.
I give this like a 2.5.
Yeah. I'm going to give it a 2.
Okay.
That sounds good.
The flavor's not bad, but it's not good.
It's not, and I see why you thought I would actually like this one, because it is a fruitier beer and it's heavy.
And you're fruity.
Yeah, well, yeah, that happens. But it
doesn't have the hops.
It's not beer flavored beer.
Exactly.
It doesn't have the hops.
Unlike
it was fruity.
Yeah, a little too fruity for me.
You've never said that before.
I tried out laughing, and then I hear her upstairs laughing.
Oh, my God.
Lady friend, you're not supposed to find this funny.
Oh, man.
I feel like a certain lady friend is drunk as fuck right now.
Hey, more power to her.
I'm pretty certain I'm the only one who's not. You would think I'm more drunk than any of you.
I'm not drunk. I'm just having fun. I don't have to go back to work until next Tuesday. I'm just excited as hell.
So they said see you next Tuesday?
Yeah.
Nice.
I did when I left.
Nice.
And I will see you next Tuesday.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'll give you a 2 on this. 2 sounds about right.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
2.
I'm not going to say it's terrible.
I'm disappointed because I thought it actually would be something you would like.
Yeah, we tried looking out for you, man.
Yeah, I know you did. And I appreciate that. And then I brought in 2 beers because I was like, let's bring something that doesn't suck and let's try to redeem ourselves from last week.
And here we are, and I brought something in. It sucks, and we didn't redeem ourselves.
But we did, because last week didn't taste like anything.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
bland. Yeah.
It was
Very
like
bland.
water.
It was like the grade we gave it was what, incomplete? Because it literally didn't taste like anything.
Yeah, it was like
I think my grade was,
Which may as well just be incomplete.
Yeah.
it tasted like
It tastes like liquid.
blah.
Yeah.
It tasted like a liquid.
But we got some in reserve. We'll figure it out. And one of us got to go.
Well, as long as you don't drink them within the next week.
I can't promise anything. All right.
Joe's going to go to Toys R Us. Literally, the old Toys R Us at Lakeside is now a Just Wine, or was it Total Wines, Just Wines?
Yeah.
Oh, is that
Total-
right?
Yeah, Total Wine.
So
That place is awesome.
The toy store from our childhood is now our toy store as adults.
Yeah.
I dig it. That's awesome.
It is awesome.
Like, so you go to that one, I'll go to my spot, and we'll actually have some beers.
Allison said it tasted like the hopes and dreams of the Lions season.
Oh,
wow.
No, that was a little too optimistic.
Shots
for that.
fired.
Man. Beers Are Us. Yeah, Eric says Beers Are Us. That Total Wine place is like Beers Are Us. It
dig
is.
it. That's awesome.
It's beers, wines, cigars. Like it's got fucking everything you would want.
And the only other thing that's ever been there, like that place never even got turned into a Spirit Halloween. That was literally just Toys R Us and then the wine beer store, whatever the fuck it is.
And it's awesome right now. Like you go in there, if you like any wine, any beer, cigars, it's got.
How about we get a fucking?
I was gonna say, are they
right?
paying us, dude?
Well, I mean, it's yeah, I don't know. We should, but it's got snacks for when you're drinking. It's awesome.
Joe out here giving out free ads.
What you want me to do? It is what it is.
Not give out free ads.
Go fuck yourself. Whether you're having drinks with friends or two people you can't fucking stand and you sit in the same room, or you just want something fun and different to listen to, take a time out with Steven Scott, presented by Bald Man Entertainment. Time Out with Steven Scott is drinking, jokes, wrestling, movies, memories, and so much more. Every show they taste and sample different drinks and foods, like when they play Jelly Bean Roulette. That goes very bad for them sometimes, very good for everybody who's listening and or watching. That's Time Out with Steven Scott, presented by Bald Man Entertainment. Look them up on YouTube or at Time Out Podcast.
And they're going live, right?
They did not go live last week. They had some issues. They might be going live this week on Friday. I was told not to plug it, though, because they're not 100% sure. 100% certain.
So keep your eyes and ears open.
Yes,
to
keep
see
your eyes
what
and
they're
ears
gonna
open.
do this week.
And if you want to look into that, look them up on YouTube, Timeout Podcast, WSS.com. Be sure to follow them on TikTok, Instagram, and on Facebook, and you will get all the information you need for the next time they're going to have a show or if they go live.
I dig it. Nice.
Can you dig it?
Can you dig it? Yes.
Did you just wink? What's it?
I don't know. It was an unintentional wink, but I did wink, yeah.
Oh, okay. Were you winking for this?
Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go.
Might have been.
Okay. All right. Just wondering. If that's not what it was for, I apologize. I thought maybe that was what it was for.
Okay, then hold on. Joe.
The Bills make me wanna shout, kick your heels up and shout, throw your hands up and shout, throw your head back and shout. Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now.
On that note,
Literally doing that through the concourse.
That's gonna bring us to the end of this week's show. Give us a like and a share to follow on our social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube. You can find all of our podcasts on your favorite podcast provider.
please don't listen to this one.
check out SOTDET.com. Click on shop, buy some things from Sports on Tap Detroit. You can read our blogs and our fantasy stats and rankings. Again, that's SOTDET.com. On behalf of these two assholes, I'm the other asshole. This is Sports on Tap Detroit. See you next Tuesday.
And that is it for us today.
No! God, please, no!
Bye. Have a great time.
No! God!
Bye, guys.
No, 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 no.
Bye, buddy.
No!
Goodbye.
No!
Goodbye.
No!
It's never goodbye.
You know, we've been through our ups and been through our downs.
You were meant to be here tonight.
You guys will always be in my heart.
Great moments are born from great opportunity.
I think the most important part is that we all stay together throughout.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Live. Fight like hell. The best thing I've ever done, the best thing I will ever do, is be a dad.
God, I love you guys. Mamba out.